2 days before his wedding, Doug and his 3 friends drive to Las Vegas for a wild and memorable stag party. In fact, when the 3 groomsmen wake up the next morning, they can't remember a thing, nor can they find Doug. With little time to spare, the 3 hazy pals try to retrace their steps and find Doug so they can get him back to Los Angeles in time to walk down the aisle. Welcome to another feature presentation episode of Midnight Double Feature, and on this episode, we're talking 2009's The Hangover, directed by Todd Phillips. Collin, welcome back. What's cracking, man? What's happening?
Not much, dude. I think that this podcast. I don't care how you're doing. No, I'm just kidding. I think that this podcast can only start one way, and it's with a question. And is this the real Caesar's Palace?
I don't know. I mean, I think Caesar lived here. I think this is where he got betrayed and stabbed in the back and all that bullshit.
Yeah, there's like et tu Brute carved into the wall.
I barely remember Shakespeare. Shakespeare. I barely remember that shit from fucking history, but I do remember some of it. Yeah.
But either way, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good, dude. I actually have a question for you.
Shoot.
Is this okay? Because we just covered Superbad. Is this one of the greatest comedies of all time? Because it's, I mean, like for a lot of people, it is. You know what? I'm gonna just put it out there. It definitely is for me. It's definitely up there.
I think that it's one of those few movies that it's not overrated and it's not underrated. For me, it sits right where it needs to sit. And I think it's hilarious. I do think it's really funny. I went and saw it in theaters, and this is like one of those. I think I might even say this in Superbad. This is like one of the newer comedy movies that I can really get behind, and I thought was really funny because it's got a good plot. It's got a very, I mean, in the first like 3 minutes that you know what the story is. I mean, literally they drop it like right there.
We were just saying off air, like, this is a really short movie, but it's got so much crammed into it. Like, it's such a tight script.
Right. Yeah. There's so much going on. I mean, just because it's almost in a weird way like a detective noir movie. Like it's because I
can say that.
Yeah. They're just they're constantly retracing their steps and trying to figure out what happened from the night before. And I think they do a good job with juggling a lot of different stuff. It's funny, man. I think it's at its like rightful place. I think that this is totally, I mean, it's totally Ed Helms and Zach Galifianakis' movie because they're the comedic relief. Bradley Cooper and whoever the fuck the guy is that plays Doug.
Justin Bartha.
Thank you. Those two guys are kind of like, your straight men. So you've got these two other guys to, I guess, kind of balance it out. And I mean, it's their movie. They're fucking hilarious in this. But I think it's great. And I like seeing Zach Galifianakis in more comedies because he doesn't really do a lot of movies like this. He doesn't really do big budget, kind of movies. He did, the 3 Hangover movies, but that's really about it. And I love seeing him on the big screen. He's fucking hilarious every single time I see him, especially his stand-up. Have you ever watched his stand-up at all?
I have bits and pieces. I've seen, you know what's hilarious, man? Between Two Ferns.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, fucking hilarious, man.
The one with Steve Carell.
The one with Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
But yeah, he blew up after this, man. Like he like this fucking made him. This made a lot of people. I hadn't seen Bradley Cooper before this movie. So
no, yeah, me either. I wasn't really on the radar at all,
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking about the Between Two Ferns with Steve Carell, where Steve Carell's like, I heard there were more letters on your last name, but you got hungry and ate them. I was like, holy shit, dude. But
I love like Zach's like deadpan in that as well. Like he's just so like unimpressed.
Dude, he's got 2 Live at the Purple Onion. It was on Netflix forever. That is fucking hilarious. But he also went out and did a stand-up comedy tour with like Patton Oswalt, David Cross, Maria Bamford, Brian Posehn, Dana
That's
Gould.
a good fucking lineup.
Yeah, dude. Well, they did. It's called the Comedians of Comedy. And they are absolutely hysterical. They kind of just went on tour with Brian Posehn and Patton Oswalt and Maria Bamford and him. It was kind of just the four of them, but they did like a blowout show with like 20 fucking comedians in one night, and it's absolutely great. If you haven't seen it, the Comedians of Comedy live at the Troubadour. It's like, oh my god, that is so hysterical. I remember seeing this in theaters though. I like this a lot. I think it's a good movie. I think it's at the place where it deserves, and I'm excited to talk about it. What do you think about this?
I love this movie. If you haven't guessed already, this came out at the perfect time in my fucking life. Like 2009, I was 16 years old, and I just remember gathering a fucking group of friends because it's rated MA-15 here. So I'd actually, you know what? I wasn't 16. I was still 15. So I just kind of like, I was a few months into being a 15-year-old. And I remember just gathering like a group of friends and just fucking going to the movies and just having the absolute best fucking time with this movie, man. And I remember like some people were still underage and I'm like, fuck you, you're not going. But yeah, man, it was such a great movie to watch with friends. With like a big group of like school students. Like it was fucking hilarious, man. We watched this and the sequel Hangover 2 together, like in a big group. Do you want to just quickly touch on the sequels just while we're here, because they're not as terrible as a lot of people say. I still kind of enjoy them. Number 3 less so, but number 2 I still kind of enjoy a little bit because it still uses the same, and that's a criticism that a lot of people have. It still uses the same formula as this movie, but I like that, you know, a lot of the shit is just kind of like really, really wild.
Well, because that one, aren't they in like Bangkok or Thailand or something?
Yeah, they're in Bangkok.
That one's not bad, but I mean, just it's the same as all, you know, any kind of trilogy of movies. It's very, very, very hard for the sequels to be better than the original.
And I'm not, I've said it on Upcoming Attractions so many times, I'm not one of those cunts who are like, this movie doesn't need to be made. Like, I'm not one of those people, but The Hangover is such a unique, like, one-and-done concept that it really doesn't lend itself to a sequel concept, like, you know?
Right, yeah. It's almost like Home Alone. It's like, how would all of this happen again? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. But like, you know what, in the sequel that can kind of lend to like the more outrageousness of it, but I don't know. Let me talk about Todd Phillips just quickly. Todd Phillips, man, this guy has a pretty impressive resume. Like, his first movie was Road Trip, which is a great fucking movie, I think. Mm-hmm. His second movie was Old School, a great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Third movie, I like it, but it gets its criticism. Starsky and Hutch. I like Starsky and Hutch.
I never saw that.
Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller. Yeah, it's good, man. Like, it's, you know, it's fun. School for Scoundrels. Fucking great movie, that one. Like, that's Billy Bob Thornton, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, I never saw that either.
That's awesome. He then did Hangover 2009. Dude, everyone seems to hate Due Date because I guess it kind of rips off Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But I still enjoyed the shit out of that, man. Robert Downey kills it in that movie.
Yeah,
Zach Galifianakis
that was
a
really good pairing. I did actually see that one, and I liked it a lot.
It was, yeah, for sure. And then he did Hangover 2 and 3 back to back in 2011, 2013. But man, have you seen War Dogs?
No, with Jonah Hill?
Jonah Hill, Miles Teller, man. I was not prepared for how good it was. It is actually really, really damn decent. Check it out. Yeah, it's really fucking good.
I think I've seen one part of that movie when he tries to buy weed off those guys. Which that's a great part to like walk into.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's good from the little bit that I saw.
Yeah, definitely check it out. And now he's directing the Joker movie. Like, Todd Phillips, man. Like, what a underrated sort of underseen sort of resume that is. Like, that's
right. Yeah. Did he have something to do with the new Halloween movie? Was he producing that at all, or was I? Because I first I heard that Danny McBride was writing it and Todd Phillips was directing it, and I was like, what? But that's not the case. I don't think.
No, that's David Gordon Green. He did Pineapple Express.
Oh well, fuck me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, get fucked. Oh boy. But yeah, man, this movie kind of just like This was massive when it came out. Everyone was talking about this movie. Like this was huge. Like this might have been like the second coming of Jesus. Like this was. I just remember, man, everyone was fucking talking about it, and because you're at that age, you're fucking 15 years old. Everyone's like, "Have you seen Hangover yet?" I'm just like, "I haven't seen it yet. Shut the fuck up. I'll go see it when I see it." You know, I'm fucking 15. I can't drive yet.
Well, dude, just how fucking quotable this movie is. Like, it's usually always Stu or Alan, you know, and I just, you know, yeah, and Rain Man managed to do it, and he was a retard. It's not, it's like, what the fuck, like, dude, he just kills it with his pronunciation of things in this movie. It's so great.
He does. But dude, like, I was thinking when I was watching it this time around, and it's so good that we did this and Superbad back to back, because like. With Superbad, back when you're younger, you gravitate more towards McLovin, and when you're younger with this movie, you gravitate towards a bit, like, I mean, the McLovin of this movie might be Mr. Chow. Like, the fucking crazy, like, the voice, the weird, like, what the fuck are you kind of thing. Like, when you're younger, Mr. Chow, man, was fucking hilarious. But, like, this time around, like, look, he's still funny. But I'm just like, okay, Ken Jeong, I've seen you in so much shit doing this same shit.
Dude, yeah, like, that guy's a fucking doctor, man.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy.
He's a fucking doctor. I was like, wow.
That's fucking wild.
Apparently, he's like just a super smart guy who just fell ass into acting and comedies and got it. He actually was just in, if you've ever seen The Goods with Jeremy Piven and David Koechner, Ving Rhames, and Catherine Hahn, dude, that movie is fucking hilarious. And it's got a lot of these people in that movie as well. It's got Ed Helms, it's got Ken Jeong, it's got a shit ton of people.
Dude, you know what? He actually played a doctor in something. I can't remember. Oh, Knocked Up. He was a doctor.
I think that's how he started getting into it. I might be talking out of my ass here, but I think that's the case.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah, I love this movie. This was a massive, massive movie when it came out. And man, me and my brother used to watch this movie. I'm not even fucking kidding. Every fucking weekend, like we just popped it in, and it's just such a great background movie as well. Just to have something in the background playing, like it's hilarious, and just the situations that these guys get themselves into. And like you said, man, like a pretty damn decent mystery movie, surprisingly.
Yeah, you're always like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? How did this get to there? And
right.
Even if you don't like the movie, there's still a mystery that kind of nags you about it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And dude, I love the little kind of like the smaller bit parts for other people. Dude, Rob fucking Riggle, this guy is fucking hilarious. This is the first movie I saw him in. Man, if you haven't seen it, check out 21 and 22 Jump Street. He's hilarious in those two.
The other guys?
the other guy?
He's one of the cops in there, dude.
Right,
Every time he's a fucking cop, man, he just soars like an eagle, dude. Like, and I'm pretty
hilarious.
Dude, I'm pretty sure Rob Riggle was like a Navy SEAL or something. He was in the military for a long time, man. Like Rob Riggle, I mean, there's a reason why you see him, and he's I don't want to say he's jacked, but I mean, he's in fucking good shape. Like, I would not fight Rob Riggle.
He looks like a long lost Baldwin brother. I don't know why. He looks a lot like Alec Baldwin for some fucking reason.
Dude, and fucking Rob Riggle's also in The Goods. Holy shit.
That's crazy. You're making these connections and I can feel your mind blown. But dude, fucking Eddie. I love Eddie. Hey, get the baklava, please.
Wait, which one's Eddie?
That's the chapel, the guy who runs the chapel.
Yeah, guess what? He's in The Goods too.
Dude, that's Brian fucking Callen.
Yeah,
like,
man.
He's Joe Rogan's fucking best friend. Like that's fucking insane. Like, I didn't figure that out until very recently. But he's actually in the sequel. He plays a different character altogether. Yeah, man, great fucking movie. Really, really fucking excited to get into it. What do you say we get into this bitch?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fucking awesome. I love the way this movie starts with this kind of like jump ahead, because it kind of like sets the stakes of like what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Leave me a message or don't. Whatever, it's gay. We meet the wife to be, played by Sasha Bareilles. I messaged her. I mentioned her earlier. Do you remember in Let Me In, the dog owner? The one that I said was really fucking hot. Yeah. I was like,
I thought you were, I messaged her on Instagram.
oh yeah, I sent her a private message. Still haven't heard back. Where you at, Sasha? Where you at? But yeah, like I was like in the Let Me In episode, I was like, this fucking woman's really hot, and like there was no real like kind of like real full on like close up of her. Here you go, bitch. Here's proof.
Yeah, at first I was like, Olivia Munn? Like, I looked at her for a second, I was like, nah, that's not Olivia Munn.
No. This chick's from Supernatural as well. He's probably on a heater. How good is fucking Jeffrey Tambor in this?
Oh, dude, he's great.
The small kind of screen time that he gets. Oh, man.
Dude, he's one of those actors, like... There's just something like there's nothing about him that I feel like I'm watching somebody act at all. Like everything about him is so fucking natural. You know, so what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Except herpes. That shit'll come back to you.
Have you seen Paul?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Do you remember when he's like signing the books and he's like he asked for like the next few people to come up and he's like, "Did you buy a book?" And then they're like, no. And then he's like, then fuck off.
Yeah. He's like squirting hand sanitizer. He's like, get these people away from me.
Boy. So Phil calls Tracy and just, says, yeah, listen, we fucked up. Which is not a call you want to get just before you get married. But again, a really cool, I really like the way this movie opens with this. Just a really good kind of like clincher just to get you in there.
Yeah, like right away, and I mean, you could figure out the movie from watching the trailer, but right away you're sitting there watching it and you're like, oh, we fucked up, we lost Doug. Cool, there's our story. We know what's up now.
So fucking tight, man. An hour and 40. I honestly thought this movie was a lot longer than this, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, they used their time really wisely, man. It's great.
For sure. We get the credit sequence, the title sequence. Have you been to Vegas, by the way?
I have not.
Really? I'm surprised.
No, yeah, I actually, it's crazy. I had a buddy of mine get married out there, like, not even 6 months ago, and he's like, you're welcome to come out if you want. I'm like, nah, I can't afford that.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I've been there. Suck my dick. No, it's good. I wouldn't spend more than 2 days there, or even a day. I'm not much of a gambler. I remember when I went, man, like, just to say that I did it, I took out a 50 from an ATM and just like went and played something. I think it was just a slot machine, just to say that I've done it. And I lost it in a heartbeat. I was like, fucking, it was gone. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Vegas. See you later.
I always got to thank Vegas because they gave us the Killers, and I fucking love the Killers, man. They're from Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Best thing about Vegas, though, you can walk down the street with a fucking open container alcohol. Oh,
man, what a magical world.
I know. I felt so fucking weird, like, walking down the street with an open bottle of Bud Light and fucking kids just staring at me in my face.
Oh, yeah, you should feel weird about drinking Bud Light. God, even I don't drink Bud Light. Jesus.
We don't have Bud Light here. I thought it was great. I thought it was fucking fantastic. But, I just wanted to offer this kid some Bud Light, but whatever. But yeah, we meet Alan, played by Zach Galifianakis, and we meet Doug, played by Justin Bartha. It's funny, man, because the only one of these four that I knew before this movie was Justin Bartha, and you don't hear Justin Bartha anymore. Like this guy was in National Treasure.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know Zach Galifianakis. I didn't know who the fuck Ed Helms was. I didn't know Bradley Cooper. Like, but those three are fucking massive right now. Like, like those three are fucking working, and Justin Bartha's like, what am I doing over here?
Yeah, there's something about this guy that reminds me of like Kirk Cameron, if you know who that is, like the TV.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, who is this guy? Fucking like Kirk Cameron?
Yeah. So it's 2 days earlier. Whoa, watch it, pervert. we immediately get Alan in the face. Like we get a sense of how weird this fucking character is immediately. Yeah,
and I think only somebody like Zach Galifianakis can play this guy. He's just Alan is just so off the wall, and just it's so weird because he's so odd, and the stuff that he says makes sense to him, and you can kind of follow his logic like a little bit. I mean, it's just fucked, but at the same time, you're like, I can see how you think that makes sense.
Right, exactly. Like it's and then there's like weird kind of like just those weird kind of mentions of like for example, you found a baby before? Where? Coffee bean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, tell me that story. Like, you know, what the fuck? Like, he's got these like weird like moments in his life that he just like, and like, I don't know. Like, there's so much to this fucking guy. Like, you could make like and plays Hollywood, just don't do it. But you can make a spin-off movie just about him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just like, there's so much to him. But Alan's having kind of second thoughts. He's not sure about, about the Vegas trip. I love that fucking mid shot of him just like standing there in his underwear.
Yeah, like the jock strap. You're like, oh my God. I mean, if anything happens tonight, anything, I'm a steel trap. I mean, I don't care if we kill someone.
He adjusts it. Oh boy. Fucking Jeffrey Tambor walks in. You have weird legs. You have your mother's legs. Oh boy. Dude, we meet Bradley Cooper. This guy, he's come so fucking far. Like this, just seeing A Star Is Born very recently. I have a whole newfound respect for Bradley Cooper. But it's really funny just to watch a movie with Bradley Cooper where he's not the full out lead. Like, you know what I mean? Like you might say he's a lead in this, but definitely not the lead. Right?
If Doug is like, or I don't know, I would say like if Doug is like Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean, then Bradley Cooper's like Jack Sparrow. You know, like in a weird way, they're all kind of like that. Like Stu and Phil and Alan, like they're all kind of built that way.
Right, exactly. And it's weird because we never really find out much about Phil. Like when he goes, when they're at the wedding and like he meets up with his wife and kid, you're like, oh shit, that's right, he's fucking married. Yeah,
because at the beginning on the ride in, he's like, man, I left my wife and kid for this. Oh, that's really sweet, Phil. No, dude, I'm kidding. I fucking hate my life.
But dude, like there's this scene where he's at the school and like all the kids are giving the money for the field trip and he's just fucking putting it into his Vegas fund.
Yeah, part of me is like, what are you going to do when you get back, man? Are you like hoping to gamble and just like double your money or something?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he was going to gamble it and just like fucking bring it and get it back. But it's funny, he's just one of the kids, like to one of the kids, yeah, you're good. And then like in the background, I'm not sure if you noticed on the blackboard, it says cash only.
I did not. That's fucking great.
It's so funny, man. I went straight past the scene where we get introduced to the Mercedes. How fucking beautiful is this car?
Yeah, that's like some James Bond like type shit. Like, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Although I think he drove in like a Aston Martin, but still.
Yeah, and no, it definitely looks like the old school Aston Martin that Bond drove. It's got the same sort of shape. But yeah, in that scene, man, I love how protective Jeffrey Tambor is. He's just like, make sure you put Armor All on the tires so the sand doesn't seep in, and don't let Alan drive. He's He's not normal. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him.
Open mouth licking a dog.
Yeah. He's like, there's something wrong with him. And he's like, don't let Phil drive. I don't like him either. Oh boy. Phil meets up with Doug and Alan outside. I fucking love this, man. This is another one of those things that I was talking about. Just this like kind of string that you can pull on Alan. Like he's like, do you have to park so close? I can't be within 200 meters of a school or a Chuck E. Cheese. Like what?
Dude, I read something because that's one of my favorite lines. I was flipping through the IMDb trivia and Zach Galifianakis said that there's a story for that Alan just wanted to play with some kids and that somebody thought he was being fucking creepy because the way that he looked. He's
just hiding his face.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's basically just went and started playing with some kids, and these kids were like, yeah, these kids, like, some parents saw him and thought he was like trying to diddle their kids or something like that. But yeah, he's like covering his face like, I really don't want to be here. Because there's a great Galifianakis joke where he's like, I go to the barber and I just go, give me the Amber Alert.
That's awesome. I love how it's like a school or a Chuck E. Cheese. Like they're fucking connected.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, but I love Phil coming out of the school door. He's like, I don't know you. You don't exist.
Yeah, he's like, let me get out of here for one of these nerds ask me another question.
It's great, man. It's Alan, Tracy's brother. I met you like 4 times. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh, and then we meet the train wreck. Oh boy, this is so fucking cringy. Ed Helms is great though. I love Ed Helms, man. This was obviously before I saw him in The Office, before I saw him in anything else. But yeah, we meet Stu and Melissa. Is her name? Melissa?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Holy shit.
This is hard to watch. Very, very hard to watch. And make sure you use your
check.
Yeah, make sure you use it. Guy can tell when you don't because your hair looks a lot thinner. Using of the Rogaine. Check. It's like,
good God, man. Okay. I don't condone domestic violence. And that's all I'm saying. I don't condone domestic violence. Extrapolate that as you will, audience.
Hear that, audience? The lawyer says.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was the keynote speaker. I was late to the podium. Still. Yeah, totally right. I'm sorry. Like, fuck. And I love this running joke of like her fucking the bartender on the cruise ship.
Yeah, what is it? He's like, yeah, she was fucking the pool boy or something. He's like, hey, he was a bartender. Like, that makes a fucking difference.
I love Alan. Didn't she fuck a pilot? But yeah, they talk about the disgustingness of strip clubs, and hey, I don't see a problem with that. Girls gotta get money, whatever. But yeah, this is funny, man. I just love how cringy it is, man. Like, just how she's like, that's somebody's daughter, and he's like, that's somebody's daughter up there. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, like he just runs with her. So it's like, yeah, I know, yeah. Totally. Man, I wish you were as mature. I wish you were just as mature as your friends. Paging Dr. Faggot. Dr. Faggot. Dr. Faggot. Well, you better get out there, Dr. Faggot.
It's a good idea, Dr. Faggot. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Such a great opening to this movie. Like just meeting these characters and just how distinctly different yet their chemistry together is fantastic. Oh man. Love this driving in sequence. Woo! Road trip. Alan looks over. Road trip, maybe the fucking girl flips him the bird.
Yes, dude. This is one of my favorite Alan moments. She's like, Alan, how do I look over there? He's like, you're good.
Oh my god.
Fucking 18-wheeler rolls up on him.
Dude, I quote this part with my mates all the fucking time. Whenever like someone's driving or I'm driving, like me and my mates are always like, yeah, you're good. We just like, as soon as it's you're good, like we both like think about Hangover.
It's like, because I would hate that car wreck. It's just like, am I for real good though? Like, are you fucking with me? Like, are we gonna die?
No, I check. Like, I double check because I don't trust my fucking friends with that shit, man. Like,
right? Yeah.
But that was not awesome.
Yeah, and that's I like it because you start seeing Phil kind of getting attached to Alan, and they stop at that gas station, and he's actually really fucking funny. And I like this because I mean they're actually really good friends in real life.
Okay.
Apparently, when Bradley Cooper's dad died, I think it was like a couple of years ago, he said, Zach Galifianakis called him, and he was like, dude, by the end of like a 20-minute conversation, I was laughing so fucking hard. He's like, I couldn't believe the day my dad died that somebody would have me laughing so hard. And I was like, that's great, man. That's awesome. There's like pictures on set of them running around, like tickling each other and stuff. And I'm like, dude, those guys, that seems like they fucking had a blast on this movie.
And dude, just quickly, Galifianakis is actually a pretty damn decent dramatic actor too. Like, have you seen Birdman?
No, I haven't.
He still plays a bit of a comedic person in that, but like he's good. Like the kid can fucking act. He's not just a comedian.
Right.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Yeah, you better walk on.
I'll hit an old man in public.
Holy shit! I love how Doug's talking to Phil, and he's like, Jesus, like a fucking gremlin. He comes with instructions and shit.
Dude, this conversation as they're talking about Melissa, and he's like, oh, okay, so you have to check in with her every time, but she can fuck a bellhop on a Carnival cruise line? He's like, A, he was a bartender, and B, if you must know, he didn't even come inside her. I'm like, oh, God. Like,
and then it's like, yeah, I know because she's grossed out by semen. What are you, woman? Like, what? Fuck. It's just so, and we didn't even mention the fact that he's lying to her. He has to tell her that they're going to fucking Napa Valley in wine country.
Yeah, right. That's like God, that's just seeing people in these kind of relationships. I'm like, man, I hate it for you, dude. I really do. But you've got to get out of that shit. Like, I don't have a lot of friends that are like that. But man, just seeing people like that it's like, man, it's hard to watch. It's kind of like a train wreck. It's like, dude, I can't really do anything about this, but I can't really look away. It's fucking, it's terrible.
Right. Well, and also because I'm fucking entertained a little bit. Like, come on.
It's like a shouting match at Walmart. I heard one of those yesterday, and I was just like cruising down the aisle. I was like, what y'all got going on down here?
Oh, man. They jump back in the car. Alan's reading that blackjack book, and he's like, oh, it says someone here should be my spotter.
You want to be my spotter?
Oh, my God. But they talk about masturbating on the airplane. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah. It's just highly frowned upon.
One of my favorite lines, dude. Oh, man. And then that's when we get the retard line.
That's still, dude, right away I was like, God, that is like, because I get it. I know that this is, like there's a lot of taboo on those words now, whether you agree with that or not. But I think that's the point of these characters is like, we're not supposed to relate with these people all that well. Like, Phil's a fucking asshole. Like, Alan is borderline needs to be medicated. Like, that's kind of the point. Like,
dude, I'm pretty sure he is. In the sequel, I'm pretty sure he is. In the third one, at least.
Right, yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense. Like, everybody has that one cousin that kind of reminds them of this guy, and you're like, oh, God. When you see him, you're like, oh, shit. Yeah. Well, they pull up to Caesar's palace. I've been here, man. This place is fucking nice. Oh, yeah? Was the hotel pager friendly?
I wasn't really getting a sig on my beeper. So,
dude, I will say I remember seeing this, and that woman Lisa, I was just like, wow, like
yes.
Jesus.
Every time I watch it, I'm like, this Lisa chick is super cute. I'm just like, can you, like, where are you now, Lisa? Can we hang out, please?
That's the second message in your DMs to just they leave you on. They don't even leave you on read. They just leave you unchecked.
No, yeah, it's just I don't know this guy. But this scene's great because basically they get a villa, which is fucking wild. We find out that Melissa reads Stu's credit cards, credit statements.
Fucking pathetic.
Fucking crazy, dude. But I love the ongoing joke of Stu being a dentist, and he's like, actually, I'm a doctor.
Yeah, right.
And Phil's just like, you should still call 911.
It's like, if someone has a heart attack, don't bother him.
Oh, God, this Lisa chick is so fucking cute. I'm sorry, I just, whatever. But this is, again, dude, another moment of, like, Alan being so weird that I just want to know more about him. Is there a payphone bank? Business. Like, what? What are you doing? What are you conducting? What business are you conducting?
Right? It's like, there's a phone in your room, right?
Oh, good God. And then, oh man, this scene ends with, did Caesar really live here?
Oh my God.
But then, like, the clincher is, I didn't think so. Like, it's fucking dog shit. Oh boy. $4,200 for the night, dude. What the fuck?
Oh God, 40. That's like half my fucking car to pay off right now, dude. Like $4,200. Like, Jesus.
$4,200 will honestly get me a flight to LA, a tour, a Kentucky tour, which is like multiple cities, and a flight back. Like, that's, yeah.
Jesus. It's a fucking incredible room, but like, oh my God. Like I can imagine going into this room with like 4 couples and everybody throwing in, some
right.
a good chunk of money, but I was like, good God, man, that's just insane.
That's a lot. But yeah, when they open the doors, and yeah, the view is spectacular. But dude, I'm one of those people, man, who like, I think because like Stu, or I think Doug said, we're not even going to be in the room. I'm one of those people, man. Like whenever I go on holiday, I'm barely in the room. Like I leave early and I come back late because I want to explore the city. I want to get the sights. Like this past weekend, I just went up to Anna Bay. We stayed in like this sort of like this camping place, and like we didn't even like just hang out in the thing at all. Like we were just out and about, fucking exploring, man. Like that's just. The longer I spend at fucking, I guess, home base, then the more wasted the trip is for me.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's not why you go on vacation, just to stay in a hotel room,
Right. And I hate people who are like that as well, because I do know people who are like that. Oh, I'm just going to sit in here and watch a movie. Like, fuck off. You didn't come all this way just to fucking watch a movie in a fucking hotel room.
The only way I'm about that is cabins. Like if you go into the mountains, and you rent a cabin, I'm like, dude, there's a hot tub, there's a pool table, there's arcade. Like, dude, I'm gonna go out, but I'm gonna spend one day just chilling.
I've never done that, so I wouldn't really. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, that'll happen when you bring your ass down here.
Yeah. All right. I'm coming. I'm booking my flights. Dude. Stu's lying to Melissa again. Yeah, it's so quaint. There's no TVs, there's no phones. He's fucking opening the curtains, the motorized curtains.
Dude, one of the saddest parts of this whole thing with Melissa and Phil is, they come in the room and they're like, "What the fuck? You aren't ready," and blah blah blah. And he shows them the ring, and he's like, if that's what I think it is, it's a big fucking mistake. And she's like, you should just be supportive of Phil. He's like, she beat him, and Phil's like, that was only once, and I was way out of line. I was like, oh my God.
He says twice. That was twice, and I was way out of line. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Like, just what? Are there balls under that towel? Like,
right,
fuck.
It's like, Jesus, dude, have some kind of spine. Like, you're just some gelatinous blob. I was like, what the fuck? Like, have a spine, dude. Jeez, I mean, anybody, male or female, in that relationship is like, God, that's fucking hard to watch, man.
I've always, again, really, and I think, man, it's just Ed Helms' performance. Like, he's great at playing this fucking loser character. He plays like a character like this in The Office, Andy Bernard.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he kind of just gets trampled on a little. I've always liked this. I have something to show you.
Yeah, right. She's strong-willed, and I respect that.
Good God. She beats him.
Not to mention she fucked a sailor. He was not a sailor. He was a bartender.
But technically, isn't he a sailor if he's on a ship?
Yeah, I guess for argument's sake, sure.
Yeah, well, I'm very argumentative, if you haven't noticed, Colin. Come on.
You're a lawyer.
Yeah. He explains that the ring, the grandmother made it through the Holocaust with that thing. We'll come back to that later because it's a fucking great joke. And Alan's just fucking standing there. Hey guys, you're allowed the dogs out. He used to quote that all the fucking time. By the way, he's just wearing this t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt. Everyone's like suited up and shit, and he's just like wearing this t-shirt. It's fucking fantastic. Just
tucked into the white jeans. I'm like, oh my God.
Tucked into just a plastic bag. What are you doing?
Right? Yeah. He looks like he's just like running out for a minute. Yeah.
Like I said, I'll be back soon. You're not really wearing that, are you? What? The man purse. It's a satchel. I still quote this, by the way. Every time, like we hang out and like one of the girls says, "Oh, where's my bag?" I'm like, "You mean satchel?"
Dude, we were at work the other day because I always have a bunch of stuff in my pockets. I've got my phone, I've got a lighter, I've got like a charging stick, my charging cord, like keys. Somebody's like, "You ought to just get like a man purse." They're like, "Oh, just get a satchel." They're like, "Indiana Jones had one." I was like, "Indiana Jones doesn't work where I work." Like, Indiana Jones would get his ass beat.
I just carry a backpack. I don't I don't fuck
What
with
are
satchels.
you fucking 12?
Well, fuck you.
Would you?
It's not one of those like it's a fucking nice Herschel backpack. It's not one of those big ass fucking Toy Story
What'd
ones.
you do? Ride a racer scooter to work and eat a Go-Gurt for lunch?
You know what? Yes, and it hit my fucking shins 80 times because that shit kills.
I legally and physically had to have from the shins down removed. There was too much damage.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I went to the doctor and there was just multiple fractures. How cool is it that they opened the lift and fucking Todd Phillips is going down on this lady?
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh yeah, of course, write yourself in that fucking part.
Yeah. There's another one, because he cameos in the second one and the third one, but I remember the third one where I think he's just kind of like, it's him in this apartment with this chick, and like in the background, there's one of them's in a parachute. It's fucking hilarious. But we're going up. We're going up, guys. Yeah, me too. Yeah, us too. And this is where we get one of the most standout scenes of the movie. There's a lot to unpack here.
How about that right in? Well, I guess that's why they call it Sin City.
Before we go past, before we get to that, it's important that they wedge the door open with the brick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like you don't really kind of like catch it the first time. You're like, oh, okay.
I didn't even think about that till you just said it.
Yeah, because it locks. Yeah. Oh man, this entire thing. Alan walks over with the Jägermeisters. Very important that it's Alan doing it.
Mm.
Dude, and can I just like mention something? How weird is it that back-to-back midnight double feature with Superbad? Do we get two movies where characters say blood brothers?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I thought about it immediately, and I was like, "Wow, this is fucking strange."
Yeah.
But I love Phil getting ready to do a speech, and Ellen's like, "I'd like to."
The look on Bradley Cooper's face, he's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I love Doug like sympathetically like putting a hand on his shoulder. He's like, "It's all right, man. Don't worry about it." But this Alan's speech is hilarious. Like it's just so like fucking shit. It's like, how about that right in? And then he's like, so there were two of us. There were two of us in the wolf pack.
And then I thought, well, maybe these guys could be a part. And
yeah. And then Doug joined in later. Like this is me doing public speaking right here. This is me. Oh boy, but he goes for the Blood Brothers bond and the old it route, but doesn't happen. Oh
yeah, mm-hmm.
He's a fucking weirdo, man.
The four of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas looking for strippers and cocaine. That's the best line of the whole fucking speech.
Dude, they're fucking, like, their reactions to things, like, that he says are hilarious. Like, I love, Phil has it a couple times when, like, Alan says something, like, later when he talks about, oh, I wish I could breastfeed, and Phil just turns and looks at him.
You just don't, he's, like, such an anomaly, dude. You don't know what to fucking do with this guy.
Right, he's very unpredictable. Phil does the great speech that goes into, is it Live Your Life? Rihanna, is that here? I'm pretty sure it is. Oh no, it's Yeah by Usher.
Oh yeah,
it's yeah,
right.
Yeah. This is a fucking favorite of mine back when I was in year 5.
I was just about to say that's a good song, dude. I don't hear who you are. I like that song.
For sure. There's another transition like this in the second one. I can't remember what song it was, but that was pretty good too. But yeah, the scene transitions into morning, and we get carnage. Read something in trivia. Everything here is kind of explained except the chicken. Everything is explained in the movie except the chicken.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, all of this, like, damage to the apartment, you can kind of, like, figure out that they had a party, a massive rager here, but where the fuck did the chicken come from? Like, that's, the tiger and all that.
Nothing makes me laugh harder than seeing the Monster Energy drink on the floor. I'm like, gotta love product placement, dude.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Monsters out there being like, yep, see, this is to get fucked up, you need Monster Energy drink. So, have you had, this is a question, have you had any nights like this? Not a night like this, but like waking up after a fucking blackout night and piecing together what happened the following day?
No. I'd always end up. I mean, kind of. I've had one night where we bar hopped to like 3 or 4 different bars. I had like gin, bourbon, rum, a couple of beers, and and some 110 proof fighting cock whiskey. And I was just blowing chunks by the end of the night, sleeping in the car. Oh, that's about the worst. But I remember all of it, but I remember being real fucking miserable.
Dude, I have had this multiple times. I'm not even kidding. I've had. I'm sure she's listening. Amanda Collins, how you doing? Love you. Yeah, she knows what I'm talking about. Multiple blackout nights. My early 20s were fucking wild. I'm 25 in a couple weeks.
Were?
Yeah, well, I'm 25 in a couple weeks, so yeah. There's a lot of fucking stories there, but not suitable for fucking radio.
Oh no, it's rated E. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, not happening. Happening.
He's like nothing I want that can come back on my profession. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fucking good, man. I told a fucking great story last week. Probably gonna get me arrested.
Right. He's like, that's gonna tie you over, motherfucker.
Yeah, for sure. I love this scene. This scene where they're just like kind of like all groggily, like waking up. Alan fucking gets up and just like fucking just falls back into the cans. He goes to chuck a piss, and the fucking tiger's just staring at him. He does a double take.
Oh, dude, him running out of the room and kicking Phil in the ribs.
Oh, dude, I could feel his pain.
Yes, dude, but just the one of my favorite lines of this whole beginning of this movie is where he's like, Phil, he's like, Alan, when you put on pants, I find it weird that I have to ask you twice.
but I love Alan's reaction to that. Pants at a time like this.
Phil, am I missing a tooth? You know, that's Ed Helms' real tooth. They just pop it out.
Whoa, really?
That's what I was reading. It's kind of like Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber. Like they could actually just pop the thing out. I was like, holy shit! I was like, that's pretty. I mean, that's nice. It's like Bill Skarsgård in It. You know, he can actually shift his eyes like that. He could just do it naturally. I was like, wow, that is awesome.
That's pretty cool. I never knew that. That's wild. Basically, the fucking stakes just escalate here one by one, man. Like you got the tiger, and then you hear the. Before they get to the baby, they're kind of like, oh, where the fuck's Doug? They call Doug. Doug's phone. This is Doug's phone. Holy shit, Alan. Like, he fucking picks it up, is so oblivious. And then you kind of like have that situation where Doug's kind of, where is he? Where's Doug? And then you hear the crying baby, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it's like, man, I think I would rather have 2 tigers in a bathroom than even half of a live baby in there. I'm like, oh god, that's terrifying.
Exactly, because there's probably a fucking Amber Alert out. Fucking all points bulletin. Like you're fucking kidnapper. Like it's just yeah. But it's great, man. I love Alan. Check its collar or something. Oh boy. Alan grows attached to this kid, names it Carlos.
I love that, like, because the woman comes and she's like, "Oh, how cute!" And what's the baby's name? Ben. Carlos. He just like cuts him off, like he couldn't just go. He couldn't just go with Ben for the 30 seconds they're in the elevator.
She's so confused. They go have some breakfast. Boy, this jacking the baby off.
He's jacking his weenus.
I'm wondering if he can do that still in movies. That's fucking crazy.
Not at the table, Carlos.
Not at the table, Carlos. But I love later, like Ed, like Stu can't even deny how funny it is. He just starts laughing. And he's like, not cool, not cool. They try and read.
I'm sorry. Here, have some juice.
Oh, dude, I'm not. I've had that. I've gone through that before. Because orange juice for me is, I hate orange juice, and being offered it in the morning when I'm hungover, I would honestly throw up. Like it's like eggs for me. I don't do eggs in the morning. I'm sorry, it's just not a thing.
Wow, holy shit.
anything that kind of like smells or like has a weird taste, like orange juice. I'm sorry, it's just yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, but they they piece things together. They check their pockets. Fucking Phil was in the hospital, dude. Imagine finding that out.
Yeah, like, whew, I mean, it's a great clue for your night, but Jesus, man, like, man, that's not what you want to wake up to. Alan has Stu's tooth.
Alan has Stu's tooth. Stu finds a fucking receipt for $800. Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
You know what I do, and I've done it multiple times. The first thing I do when I wake up after a night like this, I check my fucking bank accounts. Like, seriously, I'm not even kidding, dude. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, I guess I fucking used my tap and go there. Use the tap and go there. Oh, yeah, there's another fucking expenditure. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's, they have a lead now for the hospital. And dude, me and my brother quote this all the time. Just, I don't know why. It's just fucking hilarious. You found a baby before? Where? Coffee bean. And dude, the way like Alan looks at him, like, doesn't everyone find a baby at a coffee bean? Like,
yeah,
that's
right.
the look.
He just has that look of like, I don't know, almost offended.
Like, obviously.
Yeah, he's like, what? Oh God.
I'm so sorry. You just his face. Just his.
Cause like the way the light is hitting his eyes. He looks almost concerned that he doesn't get it. He's like, wow,
like,
really?
He's like, wait, you're telling me you haven't found a baby in a coffee bean before? Oh my god. They look out to the left and find a fucking mattress impaled in a statue. Which is pretty fucking wild. I'm sorry, I'm still recovering. I'm still recovering. I just feel like I did a sit-up.
The part that gets me laughing like that is when the cop car rolls up and they're like, holy shit.
Stakes going up, right?
Yeah, he's like, Stu, you got a $5? He's like, I'll get you on the way back. They open up the door and hit the baby with the fucking door.
You just nailed the baby.
He's like, are my glasses okay?
But I love like that's not even this is like fucking Jonah Hill getting hit by like the car twice in Superbad because like the baby's not the only one that gets hit by a car door in this movie. Like it's crazy. Right. But yeah, I would shit bricks if a valet pulled up and here's your car, officers. Like what? What are you talking about? What? Back up. Oh man.
I love not to jump too far ahead, but like, they get in the car and they drive and he mounts the curb and turns the things on and turns all the sirens on. He's like, you in the leopard dress, you have an amazing rack. He's like, God, I should have been a fucking cop.
But I like another thing that we shouldn't really go past. It's very subtle, it's not overt, but like the music in this movie is pretty good. Like I like when the music kind of flares up when he goes up the curb. Like it's just, it's not amazing, but it goes well with what they're doing. But yeah, it's a great moment. Like this is just like I love that Phil's just kind of embracing it.
Yeah, right. He's like, fuck it, dude. I mean, we're already up shit's creek. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah. They get to the hospital. They talk to this is Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh is in pretty much all of Todd Phillips' movies. He plays the doctor. This fucking really awkward moment with this old man. Like these two look away and Alan's just so fascinated.
This is where this part fucks me up because they drop the man's underwear and they both kind of, Stu and Phil turn around. They're just like, oh, Jesus. And they don't show you anything. I'm like, oh, thank God, because that has got to look disgusting. And then they cut back to Phil and Stu and you see the guy's ass. It's like, God damn it, dude. I thought you weren't going to show me that.
Yeah, yeah. No, but you know what? That's another thing with this movie as well. It's not really full on like tits and ass. We get old man ass, but like it's not like tits and ass like Superbad. I mean, like we were talking about with Superbad, because that's not either. It's actually relatively tame.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. The story and the characters' the natural comedic talents of the actors are what really keep you going through this. You don't need a whole lot of I guess I don't want to say dick and fart jokes, but you don't need that stuff in there just to make people laugh. And
compared to the second one, because the second one's actually pretty full on. Dude, you get lady boy dicks.
I remember that. I think the funniest part of this exchange is when he's like, you go home and I will see you after the weekend, and he looks back at him and he's just like, it's like, holy, that is fucking dark, dude.
yeah. I didn't pick up on that the first time, and I was like, whoa, that escalated pretty quickly.
How much does this guy look like Louis C.K., by the way? I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like a thinner version.
Yeah, for sure.
But this guy, Matt Walsh, he's been in a shitload of things. I guarantee you, if you look up his IMDb, you'll be like, oh, okay, he's that guy. He tells them that they were roofied, commonly known as the date rape drug. I love Phil. What, you're saying I was raped last night? And the doctor's like, actually. And I love Phil's look of concern. He's like, what?
Dude, because it's like you're totally expecting to just be like, no. And then he's like, actually. You start flipping through, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and I love this this situational, this lack of situational awareness from Alan. Like he's like, Doc, none of us can remember anything from last night. Remember?
I don't want to go past the line where he's like, do you mind if I take a look at that? I'm a doctor. Yeah, you said that several times last night, but you're actually just a dentist.
Oh boy. He says, they were mentioning they just came from a wedding, and he just says, yeah, it's best little chapel. I love the way this ends, man. Feels like, yeah, sure, where's that? Yeah, it's at the corner of Get a Map and Fuck Off.
Oh, that's his delivery of it is so good, man.
Yeah, because it's just like that. Stu's in the background, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, right.
But he is right. Figure out yourself, you're big boys.
Yeah, he's a fucking doctor, dude. Fuck off.
Yeah, the guy's probably busy. You know what I would have done, man? I would have went to fucking Caesar's Palace security and asked to look at the fucking surveillance tapes or something. I would have tried that at least.
Yeah, then be like, what did you do that you need to look at our security cameras for? We definitely didn't sneak in a tiger at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, they'd be like, well, we don't know. We don't know ourselves because that's why we need the fucking videos. But yeah, man, I love Eddie. Oh, man. Oh, this fucking guy.
Oh, dude,
Brian Callen is great.
He's hilarious. And I remember, he's been doing stuff since forever, the late 80s, early 90s when I remember him doing a lot of stuff. And I just
he's a stand-up, right?
I believe so, yeah. I remember seeing him, I feel like in a bunch of television, but I can't remember where. But yeah, I remember, I think part of me wants to say he was on Mad TV, but I might be way off. But he just looks so familiar. But he's in so much stuff, you blink and you kind of miss it. Thing. It's like, oh, he's in a shit ton of things that you didn't even really think about, but he's great in this. This guy is the craziest motherfucker. He's
pointing to Stu, yeah. But like I said, man, he's one of Joe Rogan's best fucking friends. He's always on his podcast.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, Callen initiated his career as one of the original cast members of the sketch comedy series Mad TV.
Oh, there you fucking go.
There you go. I was like, dude, I know this guy from somewhere. Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. He was part of my childhood late night growing up.
I love this character that he plays. I love that he's so concerned about the baklava. Me and my brother are always like, get the baklava, please. We always just fucking.
I love. She's like, she's a beautiful girl, very clean, tight. He's like, very tight, big tits or something.
No, he's like, tits like that, nipple like that. What? Oh boy! But basically, he fills them in, and he shows them the photos of Stu's wedding to the beautiful Heather Graham. I love Heather Graham.
She's gorgeous, man.
She absolutely is, man. Have you seen Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
yeah. These photos are actually hilarious. The photos that they take. Combine that with the photos that you get in the end credit sequence. It's awesome. But yeah, obviously Stu's freaking out because, hey, Melissa's gonna fucking freak out. And dude, this fucking chick like walks out with this 2 boxes of merchandise.
And Alan still got the hat.
Well, he's like, what's this? The $100 package. It's what you ordered. I have coffee mugs. Fuck me. Yeah, Alan's got the hat. But yeah, basically, you know, she had a baby, Carlos, you know, they pieced it together. And they talk about
sorry, just when they're I don't want to skip too far, when they're out in the parking lot after they leave the little chapel of hell or whatever the fuck it's called, and
little chapel of hell.
Yeah, well, fucking Stu starts flipping out and he throws the coffee mug down and he snatches the hat off Alan's head. Hey! Oh, it's so fucking funny. Like, he's so offended.
They got Heather Graham's I don't want to keep calling it Heather Graham. What's her fucking name again?
I think it's Jade.
Yeah, they get Jade's address from Eddie, and they leave. They get in the car. Oh wait, fucking what's his Stu's on the phone to Melissa. Jesus Christ. I actually do like this moment because it's like a goat. It's a baby goat.
Yeah, we're about to go on a tractor ride.
Yeah, the Asian goon squad rock up and threaten him. They're like, where is he? Blah blah. Phil thinks that they're after the same person, but they're really not.
Mm-hmm.
They run over that guy's foot, shoots fucking Eddie. They fucking shot him. There's actually some really cool shots here, man. The shot of the police car backing into their car, looks really cool. Like
I love all the shots of Stu with the cage in front of his face, and he looks so fucking panicked.
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, that is. Oh, he's like, oh, no, it's okay. What the fuck is going on?
Oh,
dude, his
man.
voice, man. Holy shit, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Ed Helms, man, fucking awesome. They rock up to Jade's apartment, and boy, we meet Jade again. The beautiful Heather Graham. You know, it's fucking weird when it's like, thank God he's with his father. What?
He's like, yeah, sure.
Oh man. He's like, what's the baby's real name again? Because like, he's like, I thought he looked like Carlos too, bud.
Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. Of course, if you ask me, I can remember her name, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Tyler.
Oh, there we go.
I gotta feed Tyler. Yeah. I thought it looked like Carlos too, bud. Oh boy. Jade fills in some missing pieces. Basically, yeah, they were fucked up. She met Doug. They can't find him, blah blah. She crawled in next to Stu. I love fucking Stu's fucking spit take when he sees the ring.
Oh my god, dude, that's brutal. Because I mean, we all know that's the ring he talked about giving Melissa earlier, and to see that on her, it focuses on it. You're just like, oh, dude, this does such a great job of everything getting. It's like at first it's just a scratch, and then you try to like peel the paint back, and it becomes a big crack, and then it just goes deeper and deeper, and you're like, oh my god,
dude, one of my favorite lines in the movie. You know they gave out rings of the Holocaust,
dude, fucking improvised.
Really? Oh, wow, that's fucking awesome, dude. I didn't know that. That's
I know, dude. There was supposed to be some kind of like dick joke there, and Galifianakis just winged it. And I was like, that's hilarious, dude.
I love how fucking impressed he is with the breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. And then, dude, in bus fucking Rob Riggle and partner. Holy shit. Me and my mate still quote this. Every time we hear a crying baby, shut the baby up. Seriously, like we texted to each other and shit. Shut that baby up. Oh, good God. And I love their reactions, man. They're basically fucking like planking that wall, like back planking that wall.
Dude, yeah, I honestly, part of me just feels like this is a continuation of like of Rob Riggle's character from the other guys. Like this is him just in another state.
He's fucking he's funny in everything I've seen him in. Rob Riggle. Like I can't even tell you a time when I never liked him. Like he's just
I would say I don't want to go past the part where she's like, "Oh yeah, I was just getting off my shift." He's like, "Oh, getting off your shift? Are you a nurse or a blackjack dealer?" "No, I'm a stripper." And he's just like, "Mm-hmm." He's just like, "Yep, of course you are." And he's like, "Well, I mean, I'm really an escort, but it's a good way to meet the clients."
It's so fucking awkward for him, man. I love it. And then cut to police station. These kids are getting the fucking tour of the station. This is called what's the name of the bench? This is called Loserville.
Loserville. That sounds like a lame ass name some cop would think up for that part of it.
No, of course, like some fucking donut eating cop. Let's call this place Loserville. Alan meets his fucking nemesis. This kid. Oh god, I almost choked. I'm fucking drinking a ginger ale and I almost died, dude. The fucking when he kicks the thing, the look that the kid gives him is like, holy shit, it's so dead. It's so fucking dead. Dude, he doesn't even like acknowledge the phone. He doesn't go and pick it up. Like he just like looked at him. He's like, you fucking cunt. Oh my god.
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
I fucking just got a Charlie horse. Holy shit. That is so fucking funny.
Phil calls Tracy and says, "Hey, we got comped another day, so we're just going to stay another night and be there but in time for the wedding." And obviously she's a bit concerned. I love this fucking thing with the handcuffs.
Oh, yeah.
The way like Alan like starts walking backwards like with his arms crossed. Oh man.
And really this is kind of the only kind of, if you want to even call it slapsticky kind of comedy, it seems almost like Three Stooges, like old school kind of like comedy.
Yeah.
But it's really about if you even want to call it slapsticky, which it's really not, but this is just as close as it gets. I know you hate slapstick humor. I hate most of it. I like some of it, but it's like, God, I love not seeing that in a movie because they could have, it would have been very easy to do it. And I'm just glad that they didn't.
Well, for me, like slapstick, this isn't really slapstick for me. For me, slapstick is more like, guy gets hit in the head, he falls over, ha ha ha, we're supposed to laugh. Like, this is more just the awkwardness of it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
They get put in the interrogation room, Rob Riggle. I'm just going to call him Rob Riggle and partner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This lady actually is from Pineapple Express. She's hilarious in that movie, man. She's like, I don't work for the law worked for me. Oh man. They found the Mercedes. It was parked in the middle of fucking Las Vegas Boulevard.
He's like, in the middle of it.
Oh yeah. Here, couldn't find a meter, but here's $4.
Cleo King, that's her name. I knew her fucking name from somewhere. The other officer. That was pissing me off.
Oh, the other one? Oh, okay, yeah. She's great. But yeah, they say that, they can't get him in front of a judge till Monday morning. Phil says, we've got a wedding. And basically they come to a, let's say, arrangement. Mm-hmm. But I love their reaction. We see tourists like you every day. Every fucking day. Woo! Let's steal a police car. Woo!
She's like, not up in here. Not up in here.
Not up in here. Oh my god. Then we get the stun gun sequence. Oh boy.
Oh, dude. Wow. Hey, do you gentlemen have any pre-existing heart conditions?
I love how he's like chewing on is it a matchstick? Like he's just chewing on something. He's like, you got any fucking or anything like that? This scene was one of my favorite scenes back in the day. It probably is now, actually. It's fucking hilarious. Not you, fat Jesus, slide it on back.
Dude, that's straight from his stand-up, by the way.
Really? Oh. Wait, who's he calling Fat Jesus?
And actually, there's a stand-up where he reaches into the crowd, and this girl gives him a pink visor, and she's written "Fat Jesus" in Sharpie on it, and he wears it. He wears it like the whole fucking set. 'Cause he wears visors like a lot in real life. I was like, that's fucking hysterical, dude.
That's awesome. Alan gets fucking tased by his fucking arch enemy.
Oh, dude, this just the look on. I mean, the look on both their faces, but the look more so on Alan's face when the kid starts walking up. Like, Alan's just, I don't even know how to describe his look. It's just kind of like when he's talking to the old man at the gas station. He's like, I'll hit an old man. I'll hit an old man in public. He's got that
I'll
look.
fucking knock out this kid.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah. I love, like, fucking straight in the face as well. Jesus Christ. And then he's like, I love like the kids getting scared, and he's like, you know what? Sometimes it takes a little extra charge to take these big fuckers down, and like take them down. Oh, it's great. It's a great sequence. I remember seeing this in the cinema and being like, whoa, that was fucking full on. But yeah. But yeah, what do you say we take a break right here? This is about halfway.
You read my mind, dude.
Fucking awesome. Guys, we'll be right back.
If you want to go to Vegas without me, that is totally cool.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know, Phil and Stu, they're your buddies, and it's your bachelor party.
And those two love you.
Boys and their bachelor parties, it's gross.
It is gross.
I just wish your friends were as mature as you.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Paging Dr. Douchebag.
So live your life.
Now this is Vegas.
Doing nights we'll never forget. What happened last night?
Am I missing a tooth?
Oh.
Whose baby is that?
Check its collar or something.
I looked everywhere. Nobody's seen Doug.
I don't think I've ever been this hungover.
What's on your arm?
You were in the hospital last night.
The only important thing now is that we find Doug.
Where's your car, officers?
Oh, God.
I think it was just you guys and one other guy.
Was he okay?
He was fine. Just whacked out of his mind.
Oh, we were messed up.
Is there anything you can tell us about what may have happened last night?
Congratulations, Stu, you got married.
He is wearing my grandmother's Holocaust ring?
I didn't know they give out rings at the Holocaust.
These gentlemen volunteered to demonstrate how a stun gun is used to subdue a suspect.
Wait a second, what?
In the face! In the face!
You sure you're qualified to be taking care of that baby?
Oh my God!
We're getting married in 5 hours.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
What is going on?
Mike Tyson? This is my favorite part coming up right now.
He still got it.
Hey guys, we are back. Freshly squeezed, as I like to say, all the fucking time. That's going to be a thing. I'm going to make t-shirts on that shit. And we're talking fucking Hangover, man. We just had the stun gun sequence, and we're back into it. They're at the impound lot. Stu's bitching like he always is. Oh, I'm going to tell everyone we stole a cop car. And this movie doesn't have very many heart-to-heart moments, but this is the first one, right? Basically, Alan says that he's afraid. You know, he's afraid of what might have happened to Doug. Like, what if his dad? You know, he can't really handle another loss because this is his fucking grandfather who died in World War II, but he was actually skiing in Vermont.
Well, that and just I can't stand losing someone close to me again. Even if he died in battle, you never would have fucking met this dude.
Right, exactly. How funny is it? Actually, did you say you saw Due Date?
Yeah, like I think when it first came out.
Yeah, Galifianakis has like great moments like these, man. Like there's a moment in Due Date where Robert Downey Jr. is pouring his fucking heart out, talking about how his father kind of like left him, and Galifianakis just fucking laughs in his face. He just like starts laughing. He's like, "Oh, my dad would never do that. He loves me."
Yeah, that's a fucking great scene. That's like the standout scene from that movie.
I'm pretty sure it's in the trailer, but anyway, they're afraid to see the car because you know they're assuming it's all beat up. But it pulls in, and hey, it looks fucking great.
Not for fucking long.
Not for fucking long. They're driving along. They're finding weird shit in the thing. Hey, is this what does Alan call the condom? Snake
Oh
skin.
God! Yeah, there
What
was
is
a
it, snake
snake skin. It's like, oh, it's wet.
And then throw it around. Oh my God! They stop the car. Oh wait, they hear the thumping. Oh wait, yeah, no, they stop the car. They hear the thumping, and they're like, "Holy shit, Doug's in the trunk!" They fucking open it, and out fucking jumps Leslie fucking Chow. Jesus Christ, full naked. Full frontal. You want to fuck on me?
You want to fuck on me?
Yeah. I love Alan. I hate Godzilla. I hate him. He destroys cities. Oh man. Ken Jeong. This is the first time I saw him, but man, he blew up after this. Like he was in everything. Like,
oh, dude, I can't tell you how many times I heard "So long, gay boys."
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like he was in Transformers. He was in fucking. He was in Community. Like he had a massive part in Community as well. But he's funny in this, man. I dig him in this. But man, dude, Phil cops a crowbar to the jaw.
Oh, dude, that was hard to watch.
Every time I see that, man, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, Phil, you don't have a face right now. Like, you're fucked.
Yeah, right? It's like, God damn, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, because it lays just perfectly from, like, his temple down his jaw. Like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, dude.
Yeah. Chow fucking slams the fucking crowbar into Alan's face and just makes a run for it towards MGM. And this is the moment where we find out that Alan has spiked the drinks. He thought it was ecstasy. I've fudged it up, guys.
The guy I bought it from at the liquor store really seemed like a straight shooter.
Oh, God. It's great.
You fucking calm down. I lost a tooth. I married a whore. How dare you? She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I quote that all the time. I love. It was only one hit each. I used to do 3 hits a night. Oh boy. Yeah, Stu loses his fucking mind, and basically they're like, "This feels." I actually really do like Phil in this movie. Like he's very pragmatic. Like he's like, "This is a good thing. At least someone didn't drug us for any nefarious reason."
Right, yeah, you can kind of see on the on the upswing of it, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Here's something I would like to here's something I would like to remind the two of you. Our best friend Doug is probably face down in a ditch right now with a meth head butt fucking his corpse.
Pretty much. Fucking Alan gets nailed in the head by the car door. I love how much Stu hates him, and then immediately as soon as he's like, "Oh my God, are you alright?"
He's like, "Sorry, dude."
They go back to the hotel and they got to deal with the fucking tiger. Oh boy.
Just real quick, right when they go to leave, right before he hits Alan in the face, Alan's like, "Hey, a little help here." He's like asking him to help him up. I fucking love that part. But yeah, the fucking tiger, and they come back and I remember the fucking in the air tonight's playing. He's like, "I don't remember leaving music on."
Oh my God, dude, Phil Collins. Mike Tyson. Mike fucking Tyson. Like, this was so
high on cocaine the whole time they were filming this, by the way. Said he literally did the
Really?
movie. He literally did the movie just to feel like his drug addiction. And he said after seeing himself in it, they kind of inspired him to like clean himself up, which I don't know, how much of that is accurate if he actually did anything. But yeah, like fucking coked out of his mind.
Dude, he looks fucking normal.
Yeah, right? I was like, wow.
What? He's high right now? Like, there's no fucking way. Really?
Right. I was like, dude, I mean, if you gave me as much cocaine as Mike Tyson probably took, I don't think I could stay still in frame, dude.
I think your heart will stop and you'll develop a brain aneurysm. Probably.
Maybe that's what's wrong with Tyson. He just survived a brain aneurysm. He just doesn't even know it.
My friend's read his book. Apparently, it's amazing, like his autobiography. I actually do want to pick it up. Like, I don't really know that much about Mike Tyson or boxing in general, but I do like crazy fucking life stories like that. So I'd love to check it out. But yeah, fucking Alan cops a fucking right hook from the champ. Jesus Christ.
Dude, do you know how many in under 50-second like knockouts Mike Tyson had? Like, go out there and throw one punch and knock a motherfucker out, dude. He had several dozen. I was like, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Have you seen the movie Warrior? With Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of like that. You fucking Tom Hardy walks in the ring, bang, walks out.
Yeah, right. It's just the end of it.
Jesus Christ. But I love how like oblivious, like they're just like they're all just standing there watching him sing. Alan's like getting into it and like fucking cops it.
That's what I
He's
love.
Just like out cold.
I love the way Alan gets into the, like, even though it's just this, dude, we should not be in the situation, blah, blah, like when they meet Eddie, he gives him a hug and Alan just like, hey, like embraces him.
Yeah.
Like he embraces these situations with like the utmost positivity.
He's great. They talk about the tiger. Basically, they were drugged last night. We got in all kinds of trouble last night and now we can't find our friend, blah, blah. If you want to kill us, go ahead, because I don't care anymore. Stu's just like, I do not give a shit. We tend to do dumb shit when we're fucked up. I love, maybe the tiger ate his ass like Omar. Wait, what happened to Omar? And it's like, don't worry, Omar ain't with us no more.
That's fucking ominous.
Oh, great. But yeah, you guys need to get the fucking tiger back. Which is fucking crazy, right? Like at that moment, you're like, you start asking yourself mental questions like, how the fuck are we going to do this?
Right, yeah, just another hurdle to go through. Like, holy shit.
We're not going to put it in the Bentley. You bought it here. What do you think about 40 minutes?
Oh, God.
Don't make me come back for him. Oh, man. Imagine getting that fucking threat from Mike Tyson. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. You better just get a gun at that point. Just say, fuck it, dude.
Just shoot yourself. They load a steak.
Why are you peppering the steak?
Tigers love pepper. They hate cinnamon.
Dude, that is so fucking great, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this guy, like, Alan leads a whole other life that we just don't know about, and it's fucking, the choice not to delve into that, like, any backstory whatsoever is fantastic.
Right, that's what Galifianakis was saying. That's why he thought the Holocaust ring line was so much better, because he's like, dude, it really shows you this weird kind of alternate reality that Alan lives in, that he just does not get it, dude. He just doesn't fucking get it. I was like, God, that's so crazy. That's great. That's like great character analysis.
Yeah. Stu drew the short straw and now has to go give a fucking roofie-laden steak to the tiger. I love his like scream and he runs out. And then we get Stu's song. He does this in all three Hangover movies. And I believe Ed Helms is pretty musically inclined. Like he's always singing and playing instruments in the office. So I think Ed Helms is just musically talented, which he is. He's great.
Yeah, for sure. He's done some stuff with like Mumford and Sons, and like he can play the banjo and piano, and this whole thing is like improvised. What do tigers dream of when they take a little tiger snooze? Do they dream of mauling zebras or Halle Berry in her Catwoman suit?
And then we're gonna find our best friend Doug, and we're gonna give him a best friend Doug
and your cozy tiger bed.
But I love the way it ends. But if he's being murdered by crystal meth tweakers, well, then we're shit out of luck.
My friend Clay and I used to sing that to each other at work all the time. We had like three guys named fucking Doug that we worked with. And it was like, anytime anyone was like, hey, where's Doug? Everybody would just go, Doug, 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 Doug,
Doug, Doug, Doug. Oh, it's great. They hear the tiger fucking collapse in the next room. They load it up onto one of those baggage transporter things. Fucking hit its nose on the fucking door.
Fucking Stu's line, by the way, we're all gonna die.
Dude, you know what I love when they're driving? When they're driving and Alan's like, hey guys, when's the next Haley's Comet? What? What?
Just
are you talking
totally
about?
Totally irrelevant.
Oh, and Stu's like, who cares, man? Oh no, it feels like, who cares, man?
I love that. I love that Stu actually plays into it. He's like, I don't think it's for like another 60 years. He's like, so it's not tonight. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. He's like, but you don't know for sure.
Like, this asshole is literally probably going to want to stop the car with the tiger in the backseat and look out at the fucking Halley's Comet.
Right.
Love the fucking the tiger waking up in the backseat. That pants-shitting moment. Jesus Christ.
You knew that was going to happen.
Have you seen Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
Get him, Karen. Get him, Karen. That's what this reminds me of.
Oh, dude, yeah. That isn't that what's his name from Office Space?
Yeah, Gary Cole.
Yeah, thank you. God, I just a quick. I love in Talladega Nights. They throw him out of the school. He's like, we were cellmates, Gary. You got payback coming.
Oh, when they throw him out of the Applebee's. Applebee's has rats. Oh man, Jesus Christ. But yes, fucking Phil gets nailed. Gets a paw to the fucking shoulder. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah, dude.
And they stop in this tunnel. And man, yeah, I don't know what I would do in this situation. You know what I'd probably do? I'd get like a tow truck and just like, you know, just pretty much tow truck the fucking car there.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. I mean, pushing that thing a mile with because Alan, he's like, get your hand inside there, Alan. He's like, no, I'm scared.
He's like, Alan, we need you right now, buddy. And like, I love the way he's walking backwards, like the knees up.
Yeah, he's like fidgeting his hands and kicking real hard.
Oh, it's fantastic. They get to Mike Tyson's house. Come on in. Mike's got something to show you. And Mike Tyson shows them the surveillance videos. This is hilarious. Basically, they find out that Doug was with them at the specific time. And I'll just... I love... Alan, that's me. I'm on TV. And he fucking pissed it into the pool.
Yeah.
And he's like...
Oh, go ahead.
He's like, I'm just gonna go outside. He's like, yeah, that'll be a great idea.
I love the way he says stuff. He's like, hey, I've never been on TV before. Like, not TV, it's TV.
Yeah, like, TV. You're gonna overflow the pool, man.
I just want to say I've never seen a more beautiful and regal creature. And it's just him fucking the tiger.
And Sue, fuck this tiger.
Who would do something like that? It's like obviously someone who has a lot of problems.
Yeah, I love that. Like Phil's like he's like kissing ass. He's like, I've never seen such a more beautiful, more elegant, regal creature.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, it's great, man.
Where'd you get the cop car? We sold for some dumbass cops. Nice.
High five that one. With his fucking lisp.
You know, it's in this movie called The Hangover. It's one of the best movies of all time.
Oh, you know what? There's a meme. I posted on my Instagram. I think it was last Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh, dude, they've taken this thing of Mike Tyson and done movie posters, and it's him as Edward Scissorhands, but the text says Edward Scissorhands. Dude, Google it sometime. It is fucking great.
That's fucking awesome. But yeah, basically, yeah, you know, it's hugely helpful, blah, blah. We tend to do crazy things when we're fucked up. Dude, my favorite moment of this scene is Alan in the background. He's fucking lost. He doesn't know his way around. He can't get outside. He's just like, he's in the kitchen just like walking and he's like, well, what the fuck? It's like, I was just here.
Right. He's just like, I just need to go somewhere else. I just can't be in here.
Oh boy. You know, I like Mike Tyson. I think he's mean. Oh, fuck me. Phil contemplates trying to, officially time to call Tracy, and they get fucking T-boned.
Oh, dude, you don't even see it coming until, like, some of the last seconds. You're like, holy shit, another... Bradley Cooper hit in the face with the crowbar, mauled by the tiger. Yeah. His side of the car gets T-boned. It's like, dude, at least you're definitely not walking away with either your legs or how handsome you are. There's no fucking way you're walking out with both those.
No, you're Mark Hamill in Empire Strikes Back after that fucking car accident.
Right, yeah. If not Gary Oldman from like Red Dragon, you know, it's like you're gonna look fucked in this thing.
Or Gary Busey anytime.
Yeah, right.
I love the sign, like it kind of like falls into onto the roof, and through the ceiling, and we meet. Well, we don't meet him, but we re-meet fucking Leslie Chow and Thugs, dude. Check out Asian John Wick over here.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right? And this guy's like all exposition. He's like, yeah, so you did this and then that, and I'm just like, oh god, shut the fuck up, man. Basically, they stole chips. What was it, $20,000 worth of chips?
Yeah,
No,
it's
80,000, something like that.
Yeah, they said they met at like a craps tables last night. You were on a heater, and he played your seat. You ended up winning just under 80 grand. It's like, holy
grand.
shit.
Yeah. It's a purse.
Oh, yeah, they swap it up with Alan's fucking satchel.
Yeah. Yep. And, they just basically let him know, look, we have Doug. Give us the 80 grand and we'll give you Doug. But this guy is totally like Asian John Wick. I'm sorry. Like every time I see him, I'm just like, oh, dude, you're literally like fucking Keanu Reeves, like Asian stand-in, dude. Like,
I love. He's like, hey, there are Skittles in there. And like smashes his satchel. They punch him, and he's like, don't let the beard fool you. He is a child.
Oh, good God. Basically they need 80 grand to get Doug. Take the bag off his head. Blah blah. Run me over. Oh shit. like they were literally gonna run him over.
Oh yeah.
It's good shit. And then basically, they got to figure out how to get 80 grand.
God, what a crazy night. Meeting Tyson, bringing back a fucking tiger, stealing a cop car, kidnapping a baby, marrying a hooker, and making 80 grand.
Right, exactly. They go back to the hotel, look for the satchel, they can't find it. Alan, did you just eat sofa pizza? Yes. Oh boy.
But I mean, I love this about Alan because it's like he kind of has to have this moment. It's great. Like, how else are they going to come up with this money? And it's kind of like integral to his character, talking about counting cards, and the whole shit with Rain Man. And I'm like, dude, I like that because he's the one who kind of gets him into it. So it's awesome to see him be the one to kind of get him out of it.
Exactly. No, he's not just a fucking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I do definitely dig this. By the fucking way, we get Joker and the Thief by Wolfmother. Australia, bitches. This song. That's the song.
Yeah, I listened to their first couple albums when I was in high school.
This song is played at every fucking football game you go to.
Oh God, I can only imagine.
Yeah, this is like everywhere, man. Like every time it's like halftime or something, it's just it's still like bonkers huge. Like it's massive. But yeah, I love Phil behind Alan, basically. Oh, fuck you. And Jade's there as well. Jade picks up, that the pit boss might be watching him. She falls over. And I like this moment between Jade and Stu. Hey, that's my wife.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a good, finally you're growing a set of balls, right? But yeah, they end up with the 80 grand.
Yeah, dude. One thing that I do think is awesome is the song "Joker and the Thief." The Wolfmother song. It's kind of supposed to be like a continuation of All Along the Watchtower. Like, there must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the thief. And I was like,
yeah.
I like those are kind of like, I guess, like sibling songs in a way, like decades apart. Originally written by Bob Dylan, but the Jimi Hendrix one is the one that everybody kind of, it's in like Watchmen. Everybody puts it in movies where it's anywhere around like the 70s or something.
Yeah. I remember it from the Watchmen, actually, yeah. They drive out to the desert, and they're the three best friends that anybody could have, and they're the three best friends that anybody could have. Basically, this is kind of like an uptick. Like, this is, they're fucking back. We're back! We're getting Doug back! And every time, like, they drive out to this desert, man, I'm like, can you imagine how many bodies are buried out here, probably?
Dude, well, I was reading somewhere that they wanted this to reflect, like Casino with Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's honestly what I thought.
And I mean, it's got this whole Casino Breaking Bad, like, kind of feel to it, Yeah,
I mean, oh, man, it's so, like, the scene, because Chow's looking over, like, this is literally a shot-for-shot thing. Like, Chow's looking at their car, like, pull in, and, like, in his aviators, in his glasses, you see, like, the reflection. Mm-hmm. That's in Casino. Like,
right, yeah.
That shot, that exact shot. Flash your lights. That's how these things happen. Give him the signal. But yeah, they get out, they give him the money. Gotcha! whatever the fuck thing says. And we meet Mike Epps, aka Doug.
Oh, dude, that's so. I love. He's like, that's not our friend. What you talking about, Willis? It's like, holy shit.
The Doug we're looking for is a white.
Now, yeah, this is where you find out he's the one who sold him the quote unquote ecstasy, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh shit, I must have mixed up the bags. I love Chow walking away. Ha, so long, gay boys. He does the fucking masturbation thing. Oh, oh boy. But yeah, he mixed up the bags. Dude, this wasn't planned, but you've seen the third one, right?
I have not.
Really? Okay, so remember how he's like, Marshall is going to be pissed off with me at that one?
Yeah.
So, in the third one, it's actually Marshall who's coming after them.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Marshall is played by John fucking Goodman.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like, I'm sure they didn't plan that shit, like when this was made, but it's still like such a cool moment, man. Like, just this, like, throwaway line, damn, Marshall gonna be pissed off with me on that one. And then, like, in the third one, it's like flashes back to this moment, and then like John Goodman's like, I'm Marshall, and it's like, oh shit.
I fucking love. He's like, no man, that's bullshit. Give us our 80 grand back and take him with you. Nah, man, I'll be your Doug.
I'll be your Doug.
And as they're driving, I was like, God fucking damn it, gosh darn it, shit, shoot.
Oh fuck me, I love Alan. And basically, this is circled back around to the opening scene. Phil's over there calling Tracy, and basically Black Doug's talking about what happened. We were at the Bellagio, and we were shooting craps, blah blah, and this guy fucking kidnapped me. Wow, you're the world's shittiest drug dealer. Rufalin, for your information, is a date rape drug. You sold Alan roofies. Oh shit, I must have mixed up the bags. But anyway, you're more likely to end up on the floor than the roof. And that's when Stu gets his epiphany, fucking crash tackles Phil. And they know where Doug is. This is such a great moment. I love the way this movie kind of wraps up.
Oh yeah, this is great, because it's like, of course, it's like the 11th hour, that Stu is able to put all this together and figure it out. It's like, God, of course, after all of this stuff, and really it kind of took Doug to like trigger everything off, like in a weird way. They kind of had to find, like, they had to find
They had to find Chow. They had to find Chow to find Black Dog to,
Yeah,
like,
right.
It just a tightly written script, man. It's pretty great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they find out, like, just like that time when we went to summer camp, we, dragged him out on the mattress and left him on the fucking the pier. Except this time we fucking forgot where he left him. But yeah, they left him on the roof, the door locked, and that was Doug trying to signal him when he threw the mattress over the fucking edge, because you can't open hotel windows.
Yeah. Doug made me realize it. He's like, not our Doug, Black Doug. He's like, hey, easy with that shit.
Easy with that shit. It's actually, you know what, dude? Like, when you like piece it together, it's actually kind of obvious where Doug is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like with the mattress, like the mattress is a big thing. Like when they're like, oh, some assholes tried to throw their mattress out the window last night. But like, if you've been to Vegas, you know that you can't open the windows.
Right, yeah, and even the way the mattress is like hanging off the thing, it's like, it's obvious it's been thrown from like a higher elevation than the building. Right. It's like, oh, okay. Like, my only question is, well, like, if they're up there pulling the mattress off the thing, don't they like see Doug up there? Like, don't the guys pulling the mattress off like see him, or is he? I think he's like kind of stashed away under the shade or something, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's like, he might have like got himself under these pipes or something, or like he's just kind of stashed away, and he's just. He probably was still asleep at that point too. Like,
yeah, he's probably fucked up.
Yeah, if they were so fucked up from that, from that night. But I love, like, when they find him, the music flares up. It's a great moment, man. And Doug's so like, he has no idea where the fuck he is. He fucking tries. He just jump tackles Phil. He's like, "You fucking asshole!" And he's like, "Oh, my skin." It's great, man. And then we start closing things out. So Stu says bye to Jade. A pretty great moment, man. I like this.
Yeah, I do too. Because it's, you know,
Wait, before we go past it, is he missing a tooth?
Yeah, they're like carting him around with like that
The hat and the water.
the hat and the water. Yeah, because I mean Stu, but he ends up marrying a different woman. That's the second one, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Man, I hate that. I kind of wish they would have pulled through it together. You know.
Yeah. No, and like Jade's great, man. The character, like, again, Heather Graham's great. And the way they play this scene is, it's actually really touching. Like, this is, you know, it's actually a much deeper movie than, you know, just what's on the surface. But yeah, you know, Alan bet you that you weren't a good enough dentist to pull out your own tooth, and that's how you know, fucking.
I guess he fucking is, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. That's victory right there.
But I'm like, if you pull out your own tooth, you should have won it. I guess Alan won the tooth because he's the one who woke up with it, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Stu, come on. Come on. I love how like Phil's like, come on. Like Alan's like right next to him, come on. Oh boy. But yeah, they take off, man. They got a hoof at home. Basically they get a mid-highway fucking like tuxedo drop.
Oh yeah, that shit's awesome.
Alan's like, oh, I know these guys. Like he's got fucking weird friends. Like, what the fuck is this? Doug woke up on the roof, found $80,000 worth of Bellagio chips in his pocket, so they're going home $20,000 richer each, which is awesome.
Yeah, something for your troubles, you know.
Yeah, just a little something. Basically, this is kind of like a little montagey. We cut back between the wedding, basically Tracy and family waiting for them, and them like pretty much hoofing it home. And I love when they're changing on the side of the road and fucking Alan's like racing to catch up to the car as it takes off.
He would be the one they would do that to, you know?
Oh, absolutely. They're like, we're not fucking waiting for you, get in. I love the brushing of the teeth, the changing of the socks. We've all done this. We've all changed in the car in some way, shape, or form. And they all rock up. Sorry, MapQuest took us on a really crazy route. Fucking Doug's over here looking like a fucking tomato.
Yeah, he looks like a halfway cooked hot dog.
Right, exactly. And they get married. I promise you, nothing like this will ever happen again. Of course, we know that's not true. But actually, I think in the second one, isn't it Stu?
Yeah, I think. No, Doug doesn't go missing. It's Stu's brother-in-law that goes missing.
Brother-in-law. That's right. Yep, that's right. Yep. Where are you? Why are you so red? Honey, it's a long story. Dude, this guy that sings Candy Shop, holy shit. This guy, I'm pretty sure, is in all of Todd Phillips' movies as well.
Yeah, he's in a shit ton of stuff, man.
Yeah, but I love how he like goes up and grinds up to that lady and like he flips the old man the bird. Oh, he's great. He's fantastic.
Now Phil's wife is she's been in a bunch of stuff. I was gonna say yes, and she's in she's in Step Brothers. She's Pam. I'm pretty sure. Pam?
No way.
Is
yes,
that Pam?
She is. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Are you saying Pan or Pam?
Dude, she is fucking hilarious, dude.
I knew I'd seen her in something too. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I wish the kid and her were in it a bit more because like we don't get much on Phil at all. So, but we get this amazing scene with Stu and his wife.
Oh,
or to-be wife.
Yeah, thank God, not officially.
I love this man. Stu, what the fuck is going on? Oh, shit. This actress is actually pretty great. Like, she's got that annoying voice. She plays this well. I love the way she just grabs, like, to his face and like opens his mouth to look at his like teeth.
Oh yeah, just oh my god, like you would do to a dog, you know?
Right. But I love that he fights back, and I just love the shot of like Bradley Cooper sitting down and just watching him do this. Like it's a great moment for him. But yeah, we went to Las Vegas. What did I do? That's not what you do. Then why did I do it? Then riddle me that.
Oh, I love that. He's like, sometimes a guy just wants to do what he wants to do. He's like, maybe that's how it works. That is not how it works. It's like, holy
she's fucking
shit.
Insane, man.
Oh, she is crazy.
Yeah. Since you fucked that waiter on your cruise last June. Boom. I thought you said it was a bartender. Oh, I stand corrected. Yeah. You gotta kick this bitch to the curb.
Oh,
I'm
God,
sorry.
yeah. I love this scene, man. It's so great to watch.
Fantastic. Outstanding.
Alan, shall we dance?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Alan, shall we dance? But I love how they start the new song, Fame. Oh, good God.
I love
Alan,
it.
It was a real pleasure meeting you. Fuck off. I'm thinking about getting my bartender's license. Suck my dick. No, thank you. Oh, good God. And then we get the final scene. Basically, they have a camera. They found a camera with photos on it, and I love the way this ends, man. Like we look at it one last time, then we delete everything.
Oh God! And this is like a huge deal in the second one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is a great ending. I think. Like what a way to finish it. Just a fantastic ending, man. The photos here are fucking wild.
Dude,
like there's Alan getting sucked off in the elevator.
Dude,
like,
that one's the craziest one. I remember seeing that
yeah.
in theaters, and everybody just going like, "Oh!" Like when that popped up, it's like, "Holy
dude,
shit, man!"
Alan's working with a fucking hog, man. You gotta flaunt that shit. Yeah, and the shots of Stu pulling out his teeth are fucking crazy as well. Like that's just can't say that shit. I love the song as well, Flow Rider. Right around whatever the fuck song is. I don't know. Whatever happened to fucking Flow Rider anyway. The guy doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, man, that's fucking Hangover. That's the fucking Hangover. That's the first Hangover movie. We probably won't cover any of the sequels because they're not that great.
I don't want to go past them doing coke with Carrot Top in the fucking elevator, dude.
Yes.
That's so great.
Yes. Yeah, I love how the photos of them holding the shotgun in front of the police car as well. This entire like photo album is fantastic, man. Like just Alan playing fucking craps as well. What a movie! What a movie! What a feel good like movie. Like honestly, you can like just pop it on and just have a great time with it, man. Like this is. It's rewatchable as shit. I'm just watching the fucking photos. Alan getting the piercing.
Dude, I was gonna say I just rolled up on the one of Alan getting his dick sucked. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy.
Like I said, man, working with a hog.
Is that prosthetic? You think that's real? What the fuck do you think?
It's gotta be prosthetic.
I guess
it's
so,
gotta be
man.
some Dirk Diggler shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Galifianakis is like, just pack me up with a fatty.
Yeah. I love the shots of like Mike Tyson sleeping, and they're just like they're like shh.
Yeah, right. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's it. What'd you think? Closing thoughts.
I like this movie a lot. I'll probably end up buying it at some point. And I'm glad that we covered it, you know, because it's not every day that we cover a lot of movies like this. It's nice to get this and like Superbad, and you know, sometimes you do one and you just kind of like, man, you know, that was a lot of fun. What's something that's like similar to that? What's something that's kind of iconic and you know, it doesn't really remind me of anything else? And you know, this whole thing of them just being blacked out and not remembering anything. I would love to see the rip-off versions of this because I'm sure there's so many out there, but there's really only one Hangover, and I mean, regardless of, I haven't met a lot of people that don't like this movie.
Exactly. It's very universally loved, right?
Right, I think so. I think it's great. But I'm glad that we watched it. I'm glad that we covered it for it, and I forgot how fucking funny it is. And not just for like the, him jacking the baby off at the table. Way out of context, that sounds awful. But just him doing, the motion with it is, ha ha, yeah, it's kind of a funny ass, it's a dick joke. But also you've got, I didn't know they gave out rings at the Holocaust. It's like, dude, that's fucking genius, man. It's not a lot. It's not very often that you see a movie that juggles the improvisation really well. I harp on a lot of like highly improvised comedies, like a lot of Will Ferrell stuff, like a lot of these not similar movies, but it can get just like a little bit out of hand sometimes, and it's just improv enough and perfectly that it's fucking hilarious. And I'd straight up give it an A.
Absolutely, man. This was a blast to fucking talk about, man. And it's just, I hadn't seen this actually in a while before the show, so it was really great to go back to this, man, because like I said, me and my brother used to fucking mainline this movie every fucking weekend. We just sat down and watched it and just had a great fucking time. It's short and sweet, and it's very, like, very compact, and there's so much in it. Like, the stakes just keep going up and up, and pretty much every scene just rolling from one to the next is hilarious. Like, it absolutely is one of my favorite comedies of all time. It's definitely in there. Like I said last week, with Superbad, cracking my top 20, I think this as well. This does as well. It's just like you said, man. Totally unique. Totally just a simple story. It's very simple, right? Like, fucking four guys go to Vegas, get fucked up, and can't remember what happened the next day, so they have to piece it together. Like, that's genius. But yeah, man, great performances, great humor. Definitely endlessly rewatchable. One of my favorite comedies of all time. This is probably a 9 or a 9.5. I don't give out fucking A pluses. I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there. A blast to cover. Colin, do you have anything else to say? I was going to plug our socials and fucking piece this out.
No, really. Just thanks for listening, and I had a blast doing it, and makes me feel more confident about doing comedy. I'm not going to lie, comedies are kind of hard to cover sometimes when you're doing a podcast, because you want to fit every joke in, you want to do every quote, and you got to miss some, and it sucks because there's some really funny moments that you got to leave behind sometimes. But I really like doing these now. I think there's a good way about doing them, and we can get through them quickly without having a 4-hour-long podcast, but also at the same time not leave too many of the really good jokes in the dust. So I'm excited to cover more movies like this.
Well, if you keep talking, it's going to fucking blow out to 4 hours. Jesus Christ. But no, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Another thing I was going to talk... No.
You piece of shit. It's like Phil and Alan. I want to say something.
Exactly, dude.
But yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys. We've been Midnight Double Feature. You can find us on Facebook. We've got 2 pages. That's Midnight Double Feature, which is our main page, and basically has all of our formal announcements and things like that. And then we have the After Party, which is where we post our memes and our news and basically just have fun. Danny just dropped an awesome review of Widows on our main page, so definitely check that out. I'm going to be reviewing that on our next upcoming Attractions episode, which I think we're recording tonight, actually. Have to hit up Matt about that one. But we're also on Instagram. That's at Midnight Double Feature. We're also on Twitter. That's at MDF Pod. So you can follow us on those 3 platforms. We're also on YouTube, Spotify, basically whatever. You can listen to us anywhere. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a great fucking episode, and we will see you next time.